Hey, let's stop short there. I wasn't expecting that. How's everybody doing? Good evening. Good evening. Hope everyone is well. Just me tonight. Chris is not here. She we caught a bit of a little bit of a bug from the bash, the bug from the bash. Cold. I still have a bit of a cold. I'm a little stuffed up, but I'm fine now. Chris is still just tired and worn out, and all that proposal stuff, and me sweeping her off her feet just tends to do that, I guess, to people, not me, but Anyway, I'm here at the Creeper Gallery, New Hope, Pennsylvania, 129 South Main Street in New Hope, Pennsylvania, by myself, and it is hot as hell in this building. I had the air running the whole time during setup, and man, it is hot here with the air off. And I was hoping for some EVP stuff. I thought they were gone at first, but I hear them running around up there, so is what it is. But hello, everyone. Hope Chris is fine. She just wanted a day to relax. She didn't really want to travel up here and do this. She said, I'll stay and hold the camera, but I'm not going to do, I'm not going to be behind the camera. And I'm like, just stay home, rest. I can handle it. So here I am. And the doll ban has been lifted. I told Donna Marion, who's probably watching right now, the owner of the Creeper Gallery, you can't bring in $30,000 and not expect me to investigate them. It just doesn't happen. So hello, Celine. Hello, Patricia. I'm going to turn the camera around, show you the gallery part before I get started. Bear with me because I am alone. And I got a bit of a cough. So here we are. Creeper Gallery door. This is where you come in. And this is where all of Donna's brilliant artwork, all of her creations, Donna Marion, the owner and creator of the Creeper Gallery. This is all her great stuff here. If you've never been, then definitely come check it out. Me walking through here just will never do it justice. I just do a quick pan through because it's like 110 degrees in this room alone. So I'll just show you real quick some of the great things that Donna has created and worked on that are here in the shop. And like I said, I could never do it justice with a quick sweep through, but this is the gallery. This is the part where you walk in, and this is everything you see. And of course, the Paranormal Savior statue I heard sold for $25,000. So congratulations to the person who purchased that. So here we are. So I'm going to turn the lights. Hold on. I'm going to see that there. That's what I get first. Some caffeine. Yummy. Then I'm going to head back. I'm going to turn the lights off here. Then you go back this way. And there's more to see here. Showed you this stuff many times. Cases. Again, I can't go through everything, but I could just kind of show you the different things that you'll see as you head back towards. See, that's what I mean. She says no dolls. There's dolls everywhere. How am I supposed to ignore all those dolls? And you head back this way. And I gotta watch where I'm going. And there it is, my friends. Red room. That's where my statue used to be. But Donna sold it. Yep. Maybe you and Julia can go. I don't know what that means. Hey, Luann, how are you? All right, so we have the wall of crosses that leads us up the stairs into the red room. Now, I'm going to show you the first object, and then I'm going to plant the camera right there, and I'm going to sit over there, so I'm not going to be able to see the comments. So, yeah, we're going moderator free again, which is always fun. No TikTok tonight because I don't have two cameras, and I'm not using my laptop again because it looked like crap. So I'm just going with this phone for YouTube and for Facebook. So here's the red room. You've seen it before. Haunted objects all around me. I'm going to try to get to that guy tonight. We'll see what happens there. All the dark stuff is over on that side. Donna needs to create another paranormal savior statue. You're right, Laura. You're 100% right. That one sold for, I heard, $25,000 at least. But here's all the haunted objects. Oh, I got to shut that fan off. Oh my God, I feel a breeze. So tonight I'm going to start with this one. This one's been on the shelf. It was on the shelf over here before. And I've been meaning to get to it, but I haven't. It's that one right there. Yes, it's a doll. And no, I don't care. So I'm going to start with that one. I got to shut that fan off behind it. Probably should have thought of that before. That's me making the REM pod go off. So again, I'm going to show you some of the things. I have the EMF trip wires that you see running across the purple wires. The static domes are the purple light there, and the green light you see. Static electricity triggers them and makes them go around. And depending on which direction the static electricity is moving, I have the little touch cap balls up here. And I also have them in the yes and the no eggs. So if anything were to touch yes and no, they could use that the same way. I have the bell there, triggered by EMF or touch. I have a REM pod in the back. And this time I brought my doggie with me. This dog actually looks like my dog, Walter. So steaming hot poker. Yeah, it's hot here too, man. This building has to be, if I had to guess, it's got to be 84, 85 degrees in here. Has to be. So my dog, I'm going to put my flashlight in my pocket. But if you go anywhere near the dog, try to touch the dog's head, the REM pod goes off back there. You touch the dog's backside, same thing. Anywhere you touch on the dog, it's going to trigger that REM pod back there. Okay? So again, good for children or anybody else who can relate to dogs, which are most people. So I'm going to put this on the stand. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay and the video looks good. As soon as I set this up, I'll be able to see better. Everything's working. Alrighty, bear with me here. All right, do I have everything in that shot there? I got to see where I'm sitting to in there. It looks a little high. Is that high? I'm going to be sitting right over there, so you should be able to see me right in there. Oh, I just saw the light trigger. I'm going to be sitting there. The object's right there. All the equipment's there. You see the objects on the table. The dog is down the bottom there, so everything looks good, right? Right? Everything look good? Solo tonight, yeah. Just me. No TikTok. Just YouTube and Facebook. So I'll do the best I can. Hopefully you guys can see everything. I have the lighting the best I can. All the gadgets are set up. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to start out from back here. I'm going to read the information. And then I'm going to try to see if I sense any movement at all before I start. Where is that card? Bertha's doll. There we go. Right? Is Bertha's doll? Bertha's doll. Okay. That's the photo. Looks pretty good. You can see it. Okay. All right. So the card says Bertha's doll. Bertha was giving this doll 75 years ago. She said her doll was never given a name and she never played with her as she lived on a farm and there wasn't time to play. So she's given this doll 75 years ago and never played with the thing. Okay. After she passed, her items were auctioned off and the second owner did not keep the doll long. Claims are that there are banging noises around this doll and things go missing and return. And investigations have begun. So there you have it. So Bertha's doll doesn't have a name, which is weird. I wonder if the second owner gave it a name. Well, I guess we'll try to find that out tonight to see if so, and again, the picture that I showed you, Violet Bloom gives an impression of the doll, but I really don't read the impressions because I like to go on based on whatever interaction that I get, name-wise, experience-wise. So anybody who buys this, if you want to buy this and read the impression, there we go. Afterwards, you're welcome to it. My investigation is just based on what I find. So we can compare that afterwards or later. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to turn on the motion sensor right here, that coffin box on the floor. You'll hear it right now. So you hear that? So that box right now is set up. If anything were to move in front of it, it's going to keep playing that music. It'll start playing the music. And the longer whatever it is stands in front of the box, in front of the sensor, the music will continue to play as long as it's standing there. So, good evening. My name is John. I come here often with my partner, my new fiance, Chris. You may have seen us. You've been here for a while. Tonight is your turn to speak, to interact, to show us that you're here, maybe explain some things to us. We could talk about your previous owner, the original owner, Bertha. We could talk about the other owner who didn't keep you long. We could talk about anything you want. It's up to you. No pressure, no disrespect whatsoever. I'm just here to talk. The object on the floor you may have heard is a music box. Just like those old-fashioned music box that you wind up and they make music. The way that box works is if you stand in front of it or you walk back and forth near it, it's going to make that music. I have a bell over there that you already dinged one time. I have a little dog, stuffed animal, fake dog, that if you touch it, you'll hear music. I have Easter eggs that say yes and no on them. that if you touch them, they'll twinkle. I have purple lights around the doll that make it look even prettier, that light up different colors like the rainbow if you were to touch them or go near them. All of these things help me communicate with you, because even if you're standing there, Bertha, if this is you, I can't see you and I can't hear you. So I have to rely on lots of different things to interact with you in any way that I can. So before I sit down next to the doll and try to talk to you and connect with you, I'm going to give you the opportunity from back here. If you want to touch anything over there, make music if you want to. Anything you want to do to show me that you're there. Can you do that, please? Again, Bertha, I mean no disrespect whatsoever. I have a box over here too that may be able to hear your voice if you were to talk through it. I'm going to try a few different things. Okay, so no, nothing from the motion sensor, so I'm going to remove that. God, when I say it's hot in here, I mean it is hot in here. I'm shutting this off. I'm going to put this over here.
Sad.
Sad. Okay, I understand that. I don't want to upset you at all. I just want to talk with you. You had to have seen me here before. I know the doll sits right up there. And you may have noticed that I've looked at this doll several times, and I've been saying to Donna, I'm not sure if you know who Donna is, the owner of the shop. I've been saying to Donna, you know, I'm going to talk to that doll. I'm going to talk to that doll's next. That doll's next. And I've been meaning to, because I just feel a weird connection there. Like there might be somebody there willing to talk. So now's your opportunity. I'm sure it would be better if Chris was here, because Chris is a female and you may relate to her more. And I'm just a stranger. But I am hoping that you just give me a chance. Okay? So, am I talking to Bertha? The lights, people said the lights reacted before when I was reading the information here. So, I can imagine how hard life was on a farm. I know children, work day and night to help support the farm and the family. And I could imagine that there wasn't a whole lot of time for play at all. You probably were exhausted after all the work that you did every day, day after day. So the doll being given to you, if this is Bertha, did your mom and dad give you this doll as a gift? I mean, if they did, I'm sure they hoped that you would play with it. You can answer by using your energy or just tapping. See these yes and no's? See how easy that is? The bell rings really easy, but by touching the dog's head, that music light goes off. Everything here is really easy to work, and nothing will hurt you. I promise you that. Was the doll a gift from somebody else? Another family? A friend? A sister or brother? Did you have any sisters and brothers? I mean, those farm families usually had some pretty big families. Said you had this doll for 75 years. You were given it 75 years ago, and you never gave the doll a name. If this is Bertha, I wonder why that is. Is it because you knew that you were never going to have any time to enjoy it? So why
This
bother?
is strange.
That's strange. I know everything here is strange. Trust me. Nobody knows that better than I do. All of these things, all they are ways for me to just tell that you're there and you're trying to interact and communicate with me and let me know that you're there. That's it. I know it's strange, but none of that will hurt you. You've been up there. You've seen me. You've seen us do what we do. You've heard others talk to us. I just want to give you the same chance. I'm not hearing a lot up there right now, so I'm going to try a super quick EVP session. I know, and as soon as I say that, I'm going to hear 10 motorcycles and thump, 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 and people talking, but I'm going to give it a chance and cross my fingers. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask some quick questions, and I'm going to try to hear your voice, okay? So I'm going to ask a question. I'm going to leave time for you to answer. So please talk as loud and clear as you can, okay? Here we go, really fast. Is the person here connected to this doll in front of me? Is this Bertha? If it is not Bertha, then could you please tell me what your name is? Did somebody at some point give this doll a name? If so, what was that name? From what I read, the owner, after the original owner, only kept the doll for a few short months. Was that because of something you did? Was whoever's attached to this, were you bitter or angry or upset? You said sad. Were you sad that for 75 years, this doll
Come closer.
was never played with? Now, you said you were sad. You said, come closer. Would you like me to come closer and hold on to this doll? That one I actually got in, I think, without any voices. I think. I hope. But come closer. The lights went a few times. So maybe I'm starting to reach somebody there. Hopefully. Is the person here connected to this doll in front of me? Is this Bertha? This Bertha? If it is not Bertha, then could you please tell me what your name is? Then could you please tell me what your name is? Tell me what your name is.
I don't know if it's Hillary.
Is.
Hillary? Sounds like
Your name is.
Down there.
Name is.
What'd she say? I don't know if it's Eloise or Hillary. I don't know.
Tell me what your name is. Tell me what your name is. Name is.
Pamela.
I don't know if it's Eloise. I don't know how to slow down either. What's that about?
Did somebody at some point give this doll a name? If so, what was that name? From what I read, the owner, after the original owner, only kept the doll for a few short months. Was that because of something you did? Was whoever's attached to this, were you bitter or angry or upset? Sad. Were you sad that for 75 years, this doll
Come closer.
That's so slow.
was never played with?
Come on, I gotta find out why that's doing that.
Can you please?
I have no idea what it's playing slow. Oh, there it is.
I'm going to read the card again, and I want you to interject whatever you want to. Okay? Theodore Bleecker Ripson, born 19.
All right, I got that straightened out, but I didn't get any voices. So I don't know if that was Helen or Eloise or what that was. Wow, it is super hot, super, super hot. Okay, so I'm gonna try something else. You asked me to come closer. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick up the doll and I am gonna come closer. I'm gonna hold on to it. Okay. And
Please come back.
okay, I'm gonna try this. I wish I knew your name because that's the problem. Without knowing who I'm talking to, I could converse with you, but not knowing your name makes this really, really a lot harder. But I'm gonna take the doll. Okay. If you don't want me to take the doll, show me something here. Any of the lights, the bells, anything. Just release your energy from the doll, and I won't pick up the doll. I'll just move closer to it. Okay? Now, the reason I just did that was because I wanted to see if my hands were making the whatever you want to call that. Is that called a sachet? That was moving. That was moving just right when I did that. I wanted to make sure I wasn't doing that. But right here, this was moving. And if you go back and watch this again from right when I'm saying this, you'll see it moving before I make the motion with my hands. And I'm really blowing wind over there and there's nothing moving. That was go back and watch that. Go back and watch that. I'm going to ask you again. I asked for something here. I asked you to release your energy, so something would blink or light up or twinkle or make music. Instead, I saw that sachet move with my own whatever tie, whatever you want to call that. I saw that move with my own eyes right there. There it goes again. Look. Did anybody see that? I don't know if you guys could see it that close. I pointed at it and it moved. Right there. I'll point at it again. I want you to move that right there. No, I'm not doing it. It moved. Right there. Move that. The beige tie. Right there. All right. I can't spend forever here. So I am going to hold on to the doll. Okay? Because you didn't give me any. You moved the sachet, but I don't know if that was. So you said come closer. You said you were sad. So I'm going to hold on to the doll. I'm going to pick it up. That's me making the cat balls go off. Okay, let's try it this way. Okay? So you said you were sad. You said that you wanted to come closer. I'm going to put these over here by us now. Okay? I'll put this right here by you. I'll put one of these little twinkly balls here by you. So I don't block it all out with my foot. Okay, so that's all near you. That's all near me. Okay. And here, see this right here?
You can't understand.
Well, I know it's hard to understand. Believe me, I know this is completely strange. This is a lantern. This lantern too has different colors, like the rainbow. It's purple now, pink, purple, but it changed. Yeah, you just did it. It changed blue. See that? When you were looking at it, it turned blue, and it could change all different colors. It could change. Look at the dome's going off too. Good. Yeah, that's good. The dome, and then you made this turn blue. Could you make this turn different colors? Because that one, as many colors as that changes, this could change. This could go to yellow and red, and I believe orange and yellow. Could you see this? Could you make this change colors like you did the circle by my foot? How about I put it right here by the other one? Okay? Now let's try really, really fast to ask you questions again. Now that I have my recorder working right, it seems. So the doll's next to me. Could you please tell me? I would really, really like to know if this is in fact Bertha, the woman who owned this doll for 75 years and never played with it. If it's not Bertha, please say your name, the name of the person, as clearly and as loud as you can, please. If this doll was never given a name and you could give it a name that you wanted to give it, what would that name be? You initially said that you were sad. Is that how you feel right now? What is it that makes you sad? If somebody else buys this, are you going to give them a hard time? Are they going to have to return it as well? Here, walking upstairs. I'm just going to put your doll right here, okay? While I listen back to that. All right. So the doll's next to me. Could you please tell me? I would really, really like to know if this is in fact Bertha, the woman who owned this doll for 75 years and never played with it. Bertha, the woman who owned this doll for 75 years and never played with it. I keep hearing female in the background, but I can't tell if it's. If it's not Bertha, please say your name, the name of the person, as clearly and as loud as you can, please. Clearly
What do you
and
want?
as loud as you can, please. As clearly and as loud as you can, please. And as loud as you can, please. And as loud as you can, please. As clearly and as loud as you can, please. I don't know if that's a. It doesn't sound like hell. And as loud as you can, please. I don't know, but it's right into the mic. That's how you can tell the difference between that and anything else.
I want to stay.
Okay. If this. If this. If, does she say? Damn. What in the hell? I don't know. I'll go back. If this doll was never given a name, and you could give it a name that you wanted to give it, what would that name be? What the hell? Name that you wanted to give it, what would that name be? Well, she says 3 words. What would that name be? What would that name be? Oh my God, listen to this. What would that name be? It's 3 words. I can't make it out. What would that name be? 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 Help something something? What would that name be? Name be? I don't know if it's Helen something. What would that name be? Helen Montu? What would that name be? Hello, Helen Montu. What would that name be? What would that name be? I either hear Ellen Montu what or would that Helen name Montu. Be? Give it. What would that name be? Or I don't want to, maybe? Give it a name that you wanted to give it. What would that name be? I don't want to. What she didn't give it a name. I don't want to. Holy shit. What would that name be? I don't want to. What would that name be? She didn't give it a name for 75 years. I don't want to. Wow. Did you guys hear that? You initially said that you were sad. Is that how you feel right now? What is it that makes you sad? If somebody else buys this, are you going to give them a hard time? Or are they going to have to return it as well? Wow. At first I thought it was saying Ellen Montu or Helen Montu. I kept thinking I heard first name and a last name, like she was potentially like gonna name it after a friend of hers, like yeah, maybe someone who was close. And then it made a hell of a lot more sense to me that for 75 years, what it says right here on this card, that She had the doll. She never played with it and never gave it a name. And I got an EVP that said, I think clearly when I play it back, and if you guys listen back, put headphones on for sure. She says, I don't want to. So even now, if this is Bertha, and I'm not sure it is, she don't even want to name this doll right now, which is really, really sad to think. Even if she's, there you go. Yes. See? Yes. Yes. Even after she's passed, she really could give a you know what about this doll's name and give it in a name because she never even got to play with it. That is nuts. And very sad. That's why it's sad. It's also very sad. Were there other toys that you got? Gifts that you just didn't even bother touching or playing with or even looking at because you knew you weren't even going to have a chance to ever really play with them and enjoy them? Were there other things like this doll that were just, okay, I got something. I'll never be able to really enjoy that. That's a very sad childhood, if you ask me. I mean, I got lots of toys and I was outside playing all the time. Very sorry if this is you. If this is you, Bertha, I'm very sorry. That's I don't know what else to say, but I do appreciate you talking to me, and I hope to talk to you again at some point. But that was, wow. And then she confirmed it with the bell and the yes. I mean, again, go back and listen to that. I don't want to. It's clear. I flat out said, if it could have a name, what would you give it? I don't want to. Wow, that's sad. Very sad. So do you even care if somebody else adopts this doll, buys this doll, takes it into their home and takes care of it for another 75 years and gives it a name? Would that matter to you? That it finally got taken care of and somebody gave it a name and played with it or just admired it in a way that you couldn't? Maybe that's why the other owner could only keep it for a few months, because you didn't appreciate the fact that somebody else got to do what you couldn't. I don't know. That's a tough one. All right, Martha, I'm gonna move on, and I'm gonna speak to somebody else. Okay. But thank you for your time, and maybe there'll come a time where we talk again, and we could talk more about the doll and your feelings behind everything that happened. Okay. The doll's literally like looking right at me. The eyes are like right at me. I could try, for the sake of trying, for the heck of it, really, really quick. I mean, really, really quick. Do you ever see a spirit board in your life, a Ouija board? You ever see anything like this? I'll put this by the doll. And we could put this here. And you can answer. Tell you what, you used the yes egg before, so I'll put the yes egg there instead. How about that? Put the yes egg right there. We'll wait for it to stop. Okay, so horrible names. You would know that about me if you knew me. Bertha, if you're here and if you're listening, whoa, okay. This doll, who you wouldn't want to give a name, even after all these years, would you be sad? You said you're sad. Would you be sad if somebody did take it home tomorrow put it somewhere where they admired it, and maybe their child, the dome's going off on the side of me. You can't really see it. It's over here. Maybe their child played with it. Maybe they admired it. Maybe they kept it somewhere and gave it a name and part of a collection and really took care of it. Would that upset you at all? Yeah, I didn't think so. It seems like there's absolutely no attachment except for sadness and sad memories. I get it. You worked a job that there's no way I would want that childhood, so I get it. All right, Bertha. We are going to be done for now, and I thank you. I'm going to put you back over here out of the way. I'm going to put this back out of the way. I'm going to put you way over here, Bertha, so you're nowhere near me. All right. Maybe next time Chris can draw her out more. Hi, Deb. My mom gave me $2 about 30 years ago and never played with them or named them, but I was in my 30s then. Yeah, that's a lot different than getting one when you're a child and keeping it 75 years, Deb. I mean, a lot different. I don't want to. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the next object. I'm going to make sure I'm set up here. Do a dark object. Yeah, that's the question. I think there's two objects that I have in mind. One of them Donna wants me to do that isn't that dark, but if I can get through that one, then there's a chance I could find a dark object to do. So I'm going to do the one Donna wants me to do first because I have my marching orders, and then she said whatever I wanted to do after that. So let me get the next object. I'm going to run down and get a real quick sip of Coca-Cola. So give me 2 seconds. All right, so this one's Donna's to-do list. To do to done. I got to get it done. So this is a Haunted Poe book. And I'll show you guys right here. If you can see that, my finger, I know, is blocking everything. Sorry about that. Haunted Poe book. See that? So here's what the book looks like. The book is actually in kind of beat up condition. She keeps it in a Ziploc bag, and I don't want to take it out because she'll kill me if I mess it up. But it's a very, very old book. Can't even tell you what the title. Let me see if I can see what the title is. Edgar Allan Poe. No, I can't even see what the title is. No, but again, pretty beat up, but it's an old book. And on the inscription here, it says, "This was my grandmother's," and it looks like it says Maddie Lunaford Cummings Watts, 4 names. Mom gave it to Jim. So it belonged to Grandma, and they have Grandma's name, who was Maddie. And somehow somebody gave it to Jim. Okay, now I'll read the card. So the card says, "This book has had 3 owners and is well worn." It's beat up. Claims are Maddie
Lunsford James from Tennessee is still connected to the book. Okay, so that's Maddie. Maddie was born 1844, died 1938 at the age of 44 years old. She passed the book to her grandson, James Stewart. James was born in 1898. The original owner, Clarence R. Brock, may also be connected to the energy that inhabits this book. He was born in 1886 and died in 1956 in Indiana, married his wife Bessie in Hamilton, Ohio. He was a repairman. So I have no idea how all this stuff is connected. If Maddie was from Tennessee and was born in 1844 and died in 1938, and somehow Brock had it, and his energy was, oh, all the lights are going off, 1886 to 1956. Okay. I have the card. I see the EMF lantern going crazy on the floor. All right, maybe there's something to it. Let's see what we got here. I'll put the book up here. I'll lay it down flat. I've got my cap balls around it. And for those of you who are wondering, my dome just died. For those of you who are wondering, I do have some magic rocks with me. They're around the objects. So I'm going to put my dome up there, right on top. I got my eggs. I got my doggy. And this time I'm going to turn the candles on.
What?
And I turn them all the way down. That sensitivity is as far down as it can go. So I turn it all the way down. I turn it on and that's it. I turn it right back to where it's almost off. So it takes a lot of EMF for where I set them for them to go on and off.
Haunted.
Haunted. Did you hear that? All righty. That's a good start. All righty. We got a handful here. So let's get started.
Stop recording.
All right. I just set all that off by doing what I did. So let me explain to you. Yes, got the bell. We got things good. Let me explain to you again, because I do believe this book has been here for a while, and Donna's been asking me to speak to you for a long time. So hopefully, I'm hoping that you've seen myself, you've seen Chris, you've seen us speak to the others. You kind of have an understanding of what we do and how we do it. You know that nothing here will hurt you. We wouldn't do what we do that way. We would never, ever do that. These things are around the objects to see if anybody's connected to them, attached to them, channeled in through them, to find out whatever we can about the people who might be, to see if they want to share anything about their lives, their deaths, their family, whatever they're willing to share. We would love to hear. Mostly to just confirm that maybe someone still is around and connected to these things that matter to them. So I don't know if you heard me reading, but this book has had 3 owners since. See, that just said no. So maybe that's not accurate. I'm going to trust you on this one. All right. I'm telling you what I'm reading. It said the first owner was Clarence R. Brock.
and they say that he may be connected to the energy that inhabits this book. Clarence R. Brock, who was born in 1886 and died in 1956. Clarence R. Brock, are you here? I said there were 3 owners and you said no to that. So I'm assuming that Clarence might not be the one that's included in that list. Right? You can light up that no again if Clarence isn't any part of this. All right, I'll keep going. It said, claims are that Maddie Lunsford James from Tennessee is still connected to the book. That's who they think is, I guess, the person connected to the book, Maddie. And I like that name a lot. I don't know why. No, again. Uh-oh, someone's a prankster. So if you're telling me no, again, you told me no there weren't 3 people. And when I mentioned Maddie being the main person, you said no to that. So that leaves me with James and Clarence. That's the other 2 names that I have. Is James in any way connected to this book? Is he still around? Is he still attached to that book? Is he here? Does he stay with the book? You know, there's a yes egg over there too, in case you're wondering. What about Clarence? You didn't seem too keen on the Clarence idea. Clarence was the original owner. Okay, so we're going to try a bunch of different things here. I'm going to turn on the spirit box and I'm going to try to hear your voice in a different way. I encourage you to touch anything that you can. Move around the lights. You can pet my dog friend here and it'll make music.
Give it to me.
You want what, the dog? You want me to give you the dog? I can't give you the dog. That looks like my dog. That looks like my Walter. So no, you can't have my dog. Anything else I can give you? All right, so we're gonna try a couple. Oh boy. No, I'm not giving you my dog. So you can make things fly across the room.
I
And you're not
can't
getting my
talk.
dog. What did it say now? What'd you say now? Not get my dog. Tell you what, you touch that dog and make that music like I did when I tapped it. I'll leave that dog here until the next time I come. And I'll leave it in the case by your book. Tell you, that's the deal. All you gotta do is tap that dog anywhere. And you'll see it light up and make the lights light different colors and it makes music. Anywhere. That's the deal. You do that for me, I'll keep it here till I come back next week. Don't take much. Watch. See my hand? Yeah, I see the lights going off up there. I'm not talking about those lights, though. I'm talking about the dog. I know you like the dog. All right, we're going to go on. I'm going to turn the spirit box on, and hopefully I'll be able to hear your voice. First, I'm going to try this little box here that's like the Ovilus. It says anywhere from 1 word to 3 words. And the theory is that spirits can manipulate the box that has 3,000 words into it to speak the words they want to. So I'll turn it on. Could you give me a little more information about the person who was connected to this book? I read a list of 3 names. I'd like to narrow it down somehow. Use this box here. Use your energy. Think real hard. That's the second time I got sad. I wonder if that's still Bertha. I'm talking about the Edgar Allan Poe book. Who's connected to it? Why? Give me some more information about that. Anything you can tell me about yourself that'll help me narrow this down. Think really long and hard. The lights. The lights. That's pretty funny. You like the lights. Well, I asked you for the lights around the dog. If you wanted the dog to stay here. All right, let's try this. Let's try a different way. Now, here, Clarence, if you were around and you died in 1956, you know what a radio is.
Imbecile.
Whoa, well, that wasn't very nice. Was that you, Clarence, calling me an imbecile? No, I definitely ain't letting you keep my dog. Well, yes, Clarence, you knew what a radio was if you were around in 1956. James, still connected to the book. 1938, maybe. James obviously died later than that. So we're going to turn this on and we're going to see if we can hear your voice, okay? I have to find out what I did. Here we go. So let's try this.
There's 3.
It just said there's 3. Did you hear that? Did you hear it? And how many on the form on this did it say we're connected? 3. What are the odds of that? What are the odds of that? That is crazy. So there are 3 owners. I asked you if all 3 were connected and you said no. How many of the owners are still connected? All right, let's try this. Hello? I was asking how many of the owners are still connected to that book? Give me a number. I know there were 3 owners. How many are here connected to that book?
I pray.
I pray something. Clarence? Clarence, you connected to that book? You want to call me, what was it, imbecile?
Maybe I
Said something about I may not speak something. Clarence, that book is going to be owned by a 4th person now. Are you all okay with that? Somebody said, yep. I'll read it again. So, Clarence was a repairman in Indiana. Clarence, you a fan of Edgar Allan Poe? Were you, Clarence? Okay. So back there, and the bell, and the lights. All right, Clarence. So you're a big fan of Edgar Allan Poe. Did you have any other books or drawings of him as part of your collection? The owner of this shop is a big Edgar Allan Poe fan as well. That's why she has the book.
Wall Street.
There's something about the walls. Have you seen the other Edgar Allan Poe things here?
Sketcher.
Maddie, are you here?
Why are you here?
I'm here to talk to who's ever attached to the book. Maddie, are you here? Maddie Lunsford. Maddie Lunsford James. Are you here? Not hearing anything from anybody. Are you sad that that book is in the shape that it's in? Somebody said, what happened? It's old. All right, Maddie. I'm going to try EVP, Maddie, because I'm going to try to get down to who this is. So let's try this. We're going to try this. Oh, boy, I'm dying here. Dying. Try something new here. Wow, would not believe how hot it is in here. So this is unfiltered. See how it sounds.
Don't.
Maybe that way. I see it. Try to get a voice. Oh boy, God, it's so hot. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pick up the book. I see that. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the book, and I'm gonna try to talk to Clarence, Maddie, or James. Okay. I'm going to remove it from up there, and actually I'm going to put it by the dog because you seem to like the dog. So I'm going to put it by the dog. Okay. And I'm going to put the recorder down on top of the book near the dog. And I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay. So let's try that. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move that.
Brenda.
Taking the book. So here's the book by the dog. Okay. Put that there in front of it for you. Couple of twinkly balls over there for you. Okay. Right by the dog. Leaning right up against it. So I'm going to give it a minute because I want to see if they quiet down up there. Ha! Just as I say that. No, there's a ton of people outside, it sounds like. Yeah, I hear them. I hear them. Are they gone? All right. I'm going to put the recorder, remove this, right up next to the book. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me with this. I don't think it's going to happen. Well, that light just won't stop ever since I started this one. There we go. All right, I'll be quiet for a second. Let's give it a shot. Maddie, Lunsford, James, are you here? Are you connected to that book? Clarence R. Brock, are you here? Are you connected to that book? James Stewart, are you here? Are you connected to the book? Three owners. I asked if all three were connected to the book, and someone said no. That would mean to me that two of you are. Which of the names isn't connected?
Andrew.
I find it very impressive that a book that old has only been owned by 3 people. Would you like to have a say in the 4th person that owns it? I'm trying. I mean, literally, everything I hear is coming from somewhere else. And I almost came on Friday night, so that would have been 10 times worse. What happened? James, are you here? Are you connected to that book? Clarence R. Brock, are you here? Are you connected to that book? Okay, I'm hearing voices, but I think they're outside. James Stewart, are you here? Are you here? James Stewart, are you here? Are you connected to the book? Nah, I can't. Sorry. All right, let's try one other thing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this book and I'm going to put it down here on the floor. Okay. And I'm going to aim a music box at it to tell me if anything is moving towards it or around it. And then I'm going to try one more thing to try to get some answers from you.
Lady.
I say leaving or lady? I don't know where my wires are. That way. I think the heat is doing it, people. I do. I think the heat is getting to me and to them. All right. So here we are. That book is right where I'm standing, right here. So I'm going to move everything out of the way that's over here. And I'm going to put that music box right near it to tell me if anything is walking in front of it. So there's the music box right there. I've moved out of the way. I'm going to stand right back here for now. If any of you have an issue with me being so close to the book, I'll stay right here. I have no problem with that whatsoever.
What is your name?
My name is John. I come here often. And again, Donna, who's the owner of this shop and a big, big fan of Edgar Allan Poe, that's why she has the book. She's the one who asked me to come in and try to speak to whoever might be connected to it. That's why I'm here. We would like to know if it's James Stewart, I believe it was Clarence or Maddie, or all three. So again, that little box that I put there, that's on the floor, on the carpet, facing the book, directly in front of it, I'll show you how it works. I'm going to walk in front of it right now. Just by me walking in front of it and standing here, see it plays music. And then when I move away, no more music. And all that does is let me know that somebody's there. Could you please try that for me? Any of you? I'm just going to walk down these stairs here and walk down this little hallway right here. So I'm not even in the same area. I'm going right here. I'm out of the way. I'm down here. Could you do it now? It's like every time. Yeah, see, I was just going to try to do an EVP session again, and it all started up again above me. Okay, so one more thing. We're going to try another one. This one's a little different. And again, what isn't, right? So here, where is it? Where is it? Here's the spirit board. You see it has the numbers? See it has the letters, right? I'm going to give you a couple of options here that we could try. Okay? Now, you guys may not be able to see this from where you are, but I'll try to point the camera down if I can. I'm going to try to put it above the number 1, the number 2. It's not going to stay though, is it? In a perfect world, it would have stayed right there, but they're not going to. The number 1, 2, 3. So I don't know if you can see where you are. I'll point them down in a minute. And I'll put these eggs down on it as well. On the yes, I'll turn them towards you guys so you can see them. And the no. Like that. And where is the rest of them? Here we go. All right, this is going to be a weird one. I can promise you that. The letter M for Maddie, right? Oh, please stay there. The letter J for James. And who was the other one? C, right? For Can't remember what the C was for. Yes. Okay. So here we go. Everything works by touch. Tap, touch, tap, touch. Okay? I'm going to get up. I'm going to move. I'm going to go get my camera. And I'm going to try something here that I've kind of never done before, but what the hell? Everything's worth the first time, right? So there's the Ouija board. I need my flashlight. There's the Ouija board. Whoops. Okay, this is going to be a little more difficult than I anticipated. There's the Ouija board. So I have yes and no with the blue egg and the yellow egg. Then I have little twinkly balls on the number 1, 2, 3. I also have little twinkly balls on the letter C, J, and M for Maddie, James, and God, I can't remember the last name. Clarence, right? Yes, Clarence. So, if you can, if you're here, any of you, by touching any of those lights that are on the floor, that just all you need to do is tap them. You can answer if all three of you are here by touching yes, or the number 3 twinkly ball, or by, if they're not, say no, and maybe touch one of the twinkly balls of the number of people that are here, 1 or 2, or you could touch a twinkly ball that has the first initial of your name. If it's Maddie M, James J, C for Clarence. Okay? Can we try that? I'm going to move my light out of the way a little bit here. Try to touch any of them. They're not hard to work. They just take a little tap and they're going to go off. I'm trying to give you guys options here. A little closer. Okay, I'm going to take my camera off the tripod because I want to try something else while I have that there, which again should be fun because I've never done this before. Try not to move too much to disrupt everything. So I'm coming back over here with the tripod. I'm taking it out of the tripod. Bear with me. All right, I got it. All right. So I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to come around this way. I'm going to sit right here, not too close to the Ouija board. So you can see it's still there, undisturbed. I'm not moving my feet by it, not moving anything by it. I'm just going to leave it there for a second. I'm listening upstairs to see if everything is quiet. And here is, which I didn't even think about, here is the book. I didn't even have the book by it. So I'm putting the book right on the corner of the Ouija board. So the book is right there. See that? Try to transfer that energy if you can. So you should be able to see the M, the J, the C, the 1, 2, 3, and the yes and the no. So you could use that. Okay. So I'm going to try while I have a 2 minutes peace and quiet, to now run my recorder. Right by the board. Please be quiet up there. Please, please, please. All right. I'm putting this right on the corner of the, that was me. That was me. I put the recorder on the corner of the Ouija board.
Shows you how easy that is to make it go off. Do you see that? All I did was gently put this recorder, this little box, on there, and everything lit up. It doesn't take much. So I'm not going to put it on the board. I'm going to put it next to the board. Okay? We'll wait for we'll wait for the cars to stop. All right, here we go. Please tell me the name of the person who is the original owner of this Edgar Allan Poe book. The inscription here says, "This was my grandmother's, Maddie. Mom gave it to Jim." Maddie, are you still connected to this book that you gave to your grandson as a gift? Clarence, what year did you buy this book? What year did you purchase it? Now, if someone were to buy this book, the lights just went crazy behind me. If someone were to buy this book as a haunted item, meaning something spiritual that a spirit was attached to, rather than just a fan of the writings of Edgar Allan Poe, would that be something that angered any of you or all of you? I think I may have gotten through that one clean. Maybe. That was going to be really hard to do this with one hand, but I've done it before. That's me. The Ouija board's going nuts because I just hit it. Try my best here with this, guys, but not everyone kind of responds to everything. So you do what you can, and then you move on to the next one. I was hoping for a little more here, but so far not too much. Alrighty. Please tell me the name of the person who is the original owner of this Edgar Allan Poe book. What a joke. The inscription here says, "This was my grandmother's, Maddie." It won't matter. Mom gave it to Jim. Maddie, are you still connected to this book that you gave to your grandson as a gift? Are you still connected to this book that you gave to your grandson as a gift? Yes, in there. There's not. People outside, upstairs. Clarence, what year did you buy this book? What year did you purchase it? See, that was something, but again, damn it if I don't know. What year did you buy this book? What year did you purchase it? What year did you purchase it? What year did you purchase it? Yeah, that's somebody outside. That's all female. Sugar. I thought I had a voice saying what year, but that's not the case. All right, one more thing, and then we're done with this, and I'm gonna find something different that I want to I'll give a shot because it's fun to play with the dark things, and you guys know that. So let me sit this right over here by my dog. Hold on a minute. I know it's gonna be. Oh my God, the lights just went crazy above me. Alrighty, over here, over here, and so now we have three very. We'll make it four. Four very recognizable items. Okay, four very recognizable items. We have two candles, a bell, and a lantern. For your time, all of you, these things should be familiar. Now, the candles, they're not fire candles. They're not lit with a flame. Believe it or not, they're fake. And the way they work is almost kind of would be like magic to you. Um, Energy. By swiping your hand like I'm doing on either side of them, this way, they turn on and off. I can't do it because I don't have that kind of energy because I'm living. Spirits can only turn those candles on and off by waving their hands. Now, look, not burning me, not burning me. It's fake. It's an illusion. They're not real. This bell, you either tap it or you move your hand in front of it with all your energy, like magic. It'll ring like that. That lantern back there will change colors like those lights up there if you were to go near them. Now, this is pretty much it. Clarence, is it Clarence? Am I right? Clarence, Maddie, James, Stewart. Um, Unfortunately, until I'm able to come back and it's quieter here to really try to talk to you a different way, this is the best I can do for now. So I'm going to ask you if the three of you, and I asked that before, and somebody said no. If two of you, let's start that. Did you hear that? The dog just went off. Hello, do that again. I know you like the dog. I heard the dog go off. Do that again. I know you like that dog. Don't be shy. He lights up a lot more than that if you try to pet him or pick him up. Come on, you can do it. Whoa, that was up there. Oh, do it again. Go ahead. Now you're going to mess with my lights? Do it again. I was saying if there are two of you here connected to the book, to turn off the candles by waving your hands or ding the bell or touch that lantern and it'll change different colors like the rainbow. Nothing hard. Easy. Very easy stuff. Won't hurt you at all. And you started messing with stuff over here. But unfortunately for you, I'm going to put the book away and you're not going to be able to play with the dog anymore or anything because I'm going to move on. There's someone else I want to talk to. Last chance. Last chance. I'm hoping for a big finale here. No, again, this is to show you because you differentiate because I'm talking to one specific person, one specific thing, that person. And if to answer your question, if everyone were listening and everyone were reacting, everything would be going off all the time because they're all around me. It's no different than me being in a room full of 3 or 4 people and having a conversation one-on-one with one person, yet there are 3 or 4 others around me. How could I prove to you that I was talking to that one person I was sitting next to as opposed to the 5 other people in the room? Well, because I was sitting next to them talking to them. That's how you would gather that information or assume that. It's no different when I'm talking to specifically the object that may have the attachment to it. No different. Hope that explains that a little better. All right, so I'm going to wrap up the Edgar Allan Poe book. And oh, did you see that? The lantern just went along with the lights behind me. Oh, you're going to mess with me. You're going to mess with me. I'm going to give you another chance. I'm going to give you another chance. I literally was just going to grab that book. But now I mean it. I'm taking the book away. I'm putting it back in the case. And probably not going to talk to you for a while. So now's your chance. Those candles will not hurt you. That bell will. I'm going to move the bell. And watch this. Not to freak you out. If this were a real candle, I would be burning that book right now. That book would be on fire. See? That book would be burning. It's fake. See? Fake. So again, by doing this and this and waving your hands either side, you can turn those candles off if you're afraid that they're going to burn your book. Okay. I'm moving on. That's me with the cat ball. I just stumped. Okay. Clarence, James, Maddie, I apologize if we couldn't communicate better or more. Again, another day where it's quieter here, where I could really, really try to hear your voice. I would definitely try to do that again. I promise you that. Okay. I'm sorry I couldn't do better this time. Just too loud upstairs. All righty. So, guys, I'm putting the camera back in the holder while I switch things around. And I hope to get out of here within another half hour if that's humanly possible. Let me set back up. Yeah, go ahead and make everything go off now. Call me a liar and do whatever you need to do while I set everything up. All righty. All right, what to do now? That's the question. I'm going to move the book. And I originally was going to do, there's a mannequin right next to me over there that has An old Yankee uniform that belonged to, I believe it was a bat boy at Yankee that worked for the Yankees, or his dad works for the Yankees. Now, I'm a big Yankee fan. I have been since I was 8 years old. So I was going to do that. But we all know that John likes the dark stuff. So let's see what we can find that may be a little worse than that. We've got a doll here that says, claims are this doll belonged to a child that died from the bubonic plague, 1920. Crying can be heard in the vicinity of the doll. Beautiful doll, sad story, but not quite dark enough. What else do we got? We have a crutch, Civil War crutch used by a Union soldier after the Battle of Gettysburg. He was an amputee. Okay, we got two right there. We got the crutch, Civil War soldier, or we've got the doll who belonged to a little girl who died of the plague. That's two. Keep that in mind. I'm going to see if I can find one more that may have potential here. And any of these bad boys over here, look anything dark attached to them. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. The mother and daughter are still attached to the vessel, are said to be loving, peaceful, boring, boring. What else? Claims are children are attached. Coming up, boring, boring. Sister, she was paroled. It's disturbing. This isn't a disturbing item, but girls have been heard laughing on many with their mother and father. Oh, well, here we go. Now we've got one. Which one is this one? Which one is this one? There's a bunch of dolls in here. Closed doll. Bartlett. Bartlett. Where's Bartlett? Donna, I need you. I think this is it. Oh, that's a big doll. Holy cow. Wow. Oh my God. Donna, are you watching? Civil War soldier. Good one. No, here's a good one. I don't know if Donna's watching. Donna, you still watching? All right, Donna. This one right here. This one that Betty Jean's doll. Betty Jean was murdered along with her mother, Velva, and her father, Marion, by a spree killer. That one there. I can't get to, hold on, let me put my stand down so I can show you the picture. That picture right there. Is that this doll, Donna? Because there's like 4 dolls in there. Is it the last doll? That one back there? Is that the one? Because there's others in there. There's the red one there. That already looks like it has a story. And then there's these 2 other ones that have lovey-dovey stories. Oh, yes. Okay, guys. We're running late. I found a demonic doll. Strap yourselves in. All right. First of all, it is almost 10 o'clock. Are you guys willing to keep watching, or you want to be done? Because I'm not going to do this for nobody. So tell me now. Oh, my Lord. Are you still watching, or are we done? I need to see a bunch of yeses, or I'm just going to pack up and go, because I got a long ride home, and if it ain't worth doing, then I ain't doing it. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. I need more yeses. Keep going. I'm not getting possessed if no one's watching. I know all you sick cookies would watch. All righty. Donna has officially released the doll ban. So we're doing this. All right. Strap yourselves in and get ready. Now this doll's pretty big, pretty heavy. I wish Chris was here for this. So give me a minute. I got to really figure out how to situate this thing. Oh, Jesus. Wow. Everyone knows how much I hate investigating dolls. So this really pains me to have to do this. All right, so I have to be really careful with this one because she's a big doll. And oh my God, oh, she don't look friendly either. All right, how am I going to set you up here? Oh, that is just creepy as hell. Are you going to stay? I hope you're going to stay. Are you going to stay? Now, I ask you, if that doesn't look creepy as hell, what does? Let me make sure my lighting is good. You guys getting that? Closer. Closer what? Closer to the doll? Then I don't know if I'm going to get the whole thing in the shot. I'll try to get close. That's as close as I'm going to get, or you're not going to get me in the shot or nothing. I'll try to put another light somewhere. That ain't better? That ain't better? All right. Oh boy. Okie doke. Won't be the first time John did something stupid or the last. Okay. I'm going to set up a bunch of different things around here. I need to find that damn phone that I just had. All righty. I'm going to set up a bunch of things here. First off, and we're going to go nuts. Right? Because that's what John does. It's not very smart when it comes to things that are potentially dangerous. Remember, John just proposed this weekend, so let's be nice to him. All right, so I'm going to put some stuff around the doll that may seem strange to you. Hopefully it isn't so scary. I see you touching that bell already. That's good. Okay. The bell works just like any other bell. You tap it, you ding it. This circle here, if I move my fingers around, see that like magic? They just change colors. They don't hurt me. It won't hurt you. It just lets me know that you're doing that, okay? Put that right over here. All right. I'm going to take this off of my puppy dog here. And I'm going to put this music box up here. Okay?
It'll shut off in a minute. See, that's already going off. See it? See it? All you need to do, move your hand by it like magic. See that? Like magic. Makes it light up. And makes it make music. Yep. Exactly. Just like you do with the bell. Only you do it next to this. And it's like magic. Okay? And then I got all these little fun little twinkly balls. I have an Easter egg that says no. Right there. I have an Easter egg that says yes. Right here. Because I may not be able to see you or hear you. But you can answer using those eggs. I've got a lot of these other little twinkly balls. Forgive me if I put them just near the doll. Near you. Again, none of these will harm you. I promise you that. That is not my intention. My intention is to just talk to you, get to know you, listen to anything you want to tell me or share with me. Talk about your life. And yes, I'm going to talk about some of the bad things that happen. And if you're uncomfortable with that, you could show me that by touching. Oh my God, I didn't even get to. I mean, she already. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, again, if you're uncomfortable with that, you have the lights above your head that change colors. If you release your energy, they're going to light up like the rainbow, 2 different colors. Blue being a light little color, red being, yeah, you're angry and you're releasing. Oh my God. Okay. Well, we're going to try to get through this a little bit, okay? And I'm going to try not to upset you. All right. Whatever you feel like sharing. It doesn't have to be the bad stuff. It could be good stuff about you and your mom or anything else you want to talk about. Okay. Doesn't have to be the bad stuff. So I'm gonna leave these in different places. Okay. That's me. Just to give you options to talk. You're liking the bell a lot more than the other one liked the bell. So, okay, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so I'm just gonna try something here. Again, I'm trying not to pull you down or put too much weight on you. That's me. I'm just going to put some lights around here. I'm not doing anything. All right? Nothing here is going to hurt you. Promise you. Okay? Promise you. My name is John. I don't know if I introduced myself. We've never met. I did see the box over here the last couple of times I was here, but I never got a chance to talk to you because to me, Lady Donna, that owns this place, she won't let me. But now I'm going to talk to you. Okay? So I'm just going to turn this on to add some more lights. Nothing scary. Just trying to move this away from all the EMF sources. If I can. Which may not be so easy. Yeah, it might not be so easy. All right, we'll forget about the lights. Put this up here. Will that make a difference? Nope. Nope, because I'm not getting a solid E. I'm getting solid EMF anywhere. Okay, that's fine. There, see? No problem. Right? Okay. So I'm going to read this, and please don't get upset. because I'm just reading the information that I have. Okay. And I know it's not nice, and I know I did read really quickly what happened to you with your mom. So forgive me. I don't mean to sound insensitive at all. I really don't. I'm just reading what's in front of me. Okay. So these are candles that won't burn you. They won't hurt you. I'm putting different things all around just to give you things that you could use to touch and let me know that you're there. So I'm going to read what I read before, okay? And just to let you guys know, this is a rough one. So Betty Jean's doll, and there's a picture of young Betty Jean in the top corner. Yeah, see the dome already reacting. Okay. Betty Jean Bartlett, Bartlett, excuse me, was born February 1955. Died 1958 in Lincoln, Nebraska. She was only 3 years old. Betty Jean. And the candle went off by my foot. I don't know if you noticed that. Betty Jean, should I stop right now? Should I stop? Should I stop, Betty Jean? I haven't gotten to your mom's name. Marion or Betty Jean, should I stop? Show me something significant. There's just a bunch of lights there that if you wave your hands and touch everything, I'm just going to see a light show and things blink and bells. And if you want me to stop, just do that and I'll put the doll back and we could be done. Okay, I'll continue for now. Betty Jean was murdered along with her mother, Velda, Velda, and father. Wow, the whole family. Yeah. Marion by a spree killer, 19 years old. Her father, Marion. That was the father's name. By a spree killer, 19 years old, Charles Starkweather. He was later executed in the electric chair after killing 11 people. My God. His accomplice was 14-year-old Carol, spelled Caril, Ann Fugate. It was Betty Jean's half sister. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Ay. Okay. She was paroled after 17 years in prison. The doll belonged to Betty and Carol. So, the doll belonged to Betty, who was 3 years old and was murdered, and to Carol, who I understand was the accomplice in the murder. She was, yeah. Oh my God. That look. Did you see every single light by me light up? Oh boy. Wow. This is a disturbing item, but girls have been heard laughing on many occasions. Okay, so there's a picture of the headstone. I guess that's the family. Okay, so I want to make sure I get the names right so I don't disrespect anyone. Betty. Yes. Betty Jean, Velda, Marion was yes, 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 yes. Mother, father, child. The sick killer was Charles with his accomplice Carol. Right? Okay. So we're going to take this Ouija board and we're going to throw it away because we will not touch that because that is very disrespectful to you and your family. And I would never, ever do that to you. So, Betty Jean, yes, I know you're here. I have a feeling you're all here. And Betty Jean, Velda, Marion, I'm very sorry for what happened and how your lives were taken. And yes, and ended. I am very sorry. That should never happen to anyone. And whatever punishment those people received was not punishment enough for, especially the parole after 17 years. And there's no way. Even electrocution was too good for what Charles got. I wouldn't have. That's too easy of a way out, if you ask me. Yeah, I see the light below me going. Let's talk about your family. Your mom and dad, Velda and Marion. I would hope and pray that if there is an afterlife and a heaven, that you're all together still as a family, and that whatever painful. Wow, did you guys see that? Did you see that? Whatever painful circumstances and last memories that exist of your physical life, yes, are now faded, because I heard that in the afterlife, when you pass, that all those feelings are gone and you feel love and good things, and all of that pain is gone. It ceases to exist. And I pray that, yes, I see the lights. I pray that is what you have as a family now and forever through eternity. The love that you had in life, that you have in that for infinity in the afterlife, and that you're experiencing all the happiness and joy and love that you deserved to have while you were here there. Yes, because that would make sense to me, and that would make everything have some kind of reason. So I'm just going to talk to you. I've read that laughter can be heard, which means the family is still together, the three of you, and happy in the afterlife and whatever comes next. I just heard a voice, a breath in the room. Could you do that again, please? I don't know who that was. Normally, I would go wholeheartedly into challenging the energy of the evil that surrounded what happened to this family. Normally, I would do that because I feel angry. I feel very angry right now. And when that happens, I would like to lash out at the disgusting, vile, I wouldn't even call you humans, because you're not. That's not what you were. That's not what you are. And it's not what you are in the afterlife, if that's where you are. It's not worthy of you being called human beings, because anyway, I'm not going to attack. I'm not going to go that way. Not this time anyway. But if there's a hell, you should be in it, and you should be suffering every day for eternity. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Disgusting, vile. Yes. Believe me. Believe me, I know. I know. You don't have to tell me. I feel it. I feel the anger swelling in me, and I'm trying to keep it at bay and think of happy, good, pleasant things that I would want, yes, for my family. That's what I would want. If, God forbid, that happened to my family or to a family that friends or that I knew, I would always want to remember the goodness of that family, that young family with the beautiful young daughter, um, Betty Jean. I would really, that's what I would want remembered because, again, I picture you all together in the afterlife, somewhere beautiful, happy, together as a family with no pain and none of this. The only memory of this is this that I'm holding here and that I'm reading, and this doll that belonged to Betty Jean. Yes, I see the lights when she was alive. Now, here's the thing. Um, this doll may be purchased by someone, and my hope would be that that person would be a caretaker of you and the memory of the love of your family, and not the tragedy of what two monsters brought upon you on one day. Um, and I think that's what's going to happen. I think the memory, albeit a tragic ending, I think the memory of you and your family will be good and loving. That's what I think. And I think someone will take care of that doll there that belonged to Betty Jean and forget about the other monster that may have shared or owned that doll at one time. Um, but I think that's what would happen because the fact that they said they could hear laughter means that there's not just pain and anguish attached to this, that there's happiness and love. There's a family connected to this. So I'm going to try, yes, I'm going to try a few different things to reach out to the family and just the family. Believe me, there's a big part of me that wants to reach out to this. I'm trying not to curse, to the sick people. And believe me, I want to go at them with everything I got. Believe me, I do. That's who I am. I don't believe that that these kind of people, well, I'm not going to forget it. I'm trying to calm down here, but I'm going to try to talk to the family, and that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm addressing Betty Jean, Velda, and Marion this time. That's who I'm talking to. If Donna ever wants me to come back again and try to connect with to see if the negative energy, which there very well could be negative energy attached to this as well. Um, yes, and that's what I'm afraid of because one of these people were the co-owner and they were the boyfriend of the sick F who who took these people's lives. So is it possible that negative energy exists here that I'm not provoking and not tapping into? Yeah, yeah, 100% possible. And it is. And I'm feeling it. I feel angry. I feel really angry. And I'm everything in me not to just try to confront these two and try to draw out everything I can because I also don't want people to buy an object that could potentially tap into that as well. It's a hard, and I feel nauseous. My head just completely went whoop, vertigo. It just happened to me. Yeah, this is different. This is a different one for sure. Hit me like a ton of bricks right now. Wow, that was quick. That was quick. All right. All right. So I'm on the fence now because that was really quick what just happened. Betty Jean Velda, Velda, and the father Marion. If you're here and you would like to speak with me and share some good memories and laughter and speak with me, please show me something here with the bell, the lights, the little twinkly balls, and I'll continue and we'll just talk about your family. Okay, good, good, good. Because again, if I go the other way, it's not going to be pretty and it's just going to bring out bad things because I feel it. I feel it coming. And it's literally like someone just took my head and shook it for a minute. So we're going to stop with that. Not tonight. We're not doing that tonight. So whoever you are, I'm not even going to mention your names because you don't exist right now. Either one of you. If you're here, go the blank somewhere else and just stay there. Because yes, you don't exist right now. You don't deserve to be acknowledged or you don't exist. I'm talking to this family and that's who I'm talking to. So stay away. Okay. So I'm not hearing anything upstairs, which hopefully to me means it's late. Maybe they went to sleep. Maybe they stopped running around. So we're going to try for voices. Okay. This is called a recorder. Now, this happened. And of course, I just heard footsteps when I said that. This happened 1958. So there were probably reel-to-reel recorders or tape recorders, press down recorders. I can hear your voices, even though I can't hear you speaking live. If you're right there in front of me, I can possibly hear them on this recorder. So we're just going to talk about family. We're going to talk about good things, good memories, and that's it. Okay, I'm not mentioning what occurred on that day. I'm not going to talk about it. Now, I don't know if anybody heard that, but that wasn't any of these bells. Donna has another bell somewhere around here. I don't know where it is, but that wasn't either of these bells. So if anybody's trying to disrupt this, do whatever you want to do. You do it to me, do it in the room, make as much noise as you want. I don't give a crap. You don't exist. So, and here's what I'm going to do. Because I heard that bell come from, I believe it was that way, I'm putting the music box facing opposite me. So if that starts doing that, you know someone's approaching me from that direction. And look, they are right now. Did you see it? Stay over there. Stay in that direction. Hopefully those crosses do something to you and whatever other holy things there are here. Stay over there. You're not allowed to come over here. Stay there. All right. Here we go. Now these questions are for Betty Jean, Velda, or Marion Bartlett. If any of you are here with me now, my name is John. Could you please say your first name? So I know who I'm speaking with. What was one of your favorite things to do as a family? What did you like to do together? What were the types of games that you would play with Betty Jean? It said you all lived in Lincoln, Nebraska. Did you enjoy living there? I asked before if you're together now and you're happy as a family, sharing good times, good memories, and that's why people here laughing still. Is that true? I'm very happy to hear that if it is true. You all deserve only the best for eternity. Is there anything any of you would like to share with us that you would like to know us about you, or anything at all that you'd like to say while we could still hear you? So I got to tell you, I know it's late and I'm going to stop soon. I'd rather not stop because again, these are the things that drive me. This is why I don't start with pieces like this, because I knew it once it was getting late and I started, I wouldn't want to stop, because good energy here, bad energy there. It's coming from that direction. Yes, and they know it. They know it because as I'm asking the questions, I'm watching the music box wind. It's not playing, but it's trying to wind. It's trying to wind to let me know something's very slowly kind of in and out, but not quite there, but it's there, right? Somebody's there. You guys know it too. Come on. Don't give me short little. See, I don't want to do this. So I don't even want to acknowledge you. So I'm not going to. I'm going to play back this recorder, and you're not going to get me to acknowledge. No, you're not going to get me to acknowledge anybody else but this family. So, no, not tonight. You can play that music until I leave here and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. It's not going to matter to me. Nah. You're going to make me start cussing. And I don't want to start cussing. You're really going to do this? I'm like to the point now. If there was something that belonged to that person, I'd have smashed it in pieces by now. I'm like getting that mad. You done? I'm listening back to this, and that's it. Now, these questions are for Betty Jean, Felda, or Marion Bartlett. If any of you are Felda or Marion Bartlett, if any of you are here with me now, my name is John. Could you please say your first name? So I know who I'm speaking with. They don't like whatever that was. Hear that? Hear that? They don't like whatever that is. I don't know what the hell that is. What the hell? I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what he's saying or what they're saying. What was one of your favorite things to do as a family? What did you like to do together? What did she say? I know, I'm trying to understand it. I can't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't know what she's saying. I must hear God. I don't know. I don't know if I hear God. I say God. It's either God or garden. I don't know. What were the types of games that you would play with Betty Jean? It said you all lived in Lincoln, Nebraska. Did you enjoy living there? There's that noise again. I asked before if you're together now and you're happy as a family, sharing good times, good memories, and that's why people here laughing still. Is that true? There's a boom. Is that true? There's a boom and then like a moan. Oh, that's going crazy now. I'm very happy to hear that if it is true. You all deserve only the best for eternity. Is there anything only the best for eternity? Is there any for eternity? Is there anything any of you would like to share with us that you would like to know us about you, or anything at all that you'd like to say while we could still hear you? Okay, well, that was heavy. I knew it would be. I turned the box off here because I didn't want to. I don't want to see if whoever that was still there. But before I go, I just want to see if he. You don't think I should, huh? You think he's still there? Or whoever's still there? You do. I'm just going to check. So right now it's setting up. He's still there. Holy shit. And it's not stopping. I better stop this before I go too crazy. All right, I'm done because, yeah, I will. I'm stopping it. I am. Really, I am. No, I am. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I'm stopping it. I'm not going to go down that road, even though I think somebody wants me to, but I'm not going to. Not this time, anyway. Anyway. Like the frustration of not being able to deal with the bad ones just pisses me off to no friggin' end. Yeah, I know. It does. I like confronting them, but not this time. Anyway, I don't have any light to shine on me. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to do the bad one, but you guys talked me into it. But I do think there's a lot of good energy there. Happy family, I believe, still connected, but we've seen it in. Sound is muffled. Okay, I don't know why. We've seen it in the past where with stuff like that, sometimes the bad stuff isn't far away. Unfortunately, it's still around, even with the good stuff. So I got a feeling that's what we're dealing with here, and I think whoever else is here was just basically kind of like goading me and challenging me to kind of go that way. But I'm not covering the mic. My fingers are on the bottom, so I didn't want to go down that route. Not by myself, and not after speaking with the family for as long as I did. I wasn't going to do it. So now I'll clean up, and if he or they decide to mess with me, then you won't be able to see it. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we see what's today? What is today? Thursday? Hopefully we see some of you guys at the yeah, they're still going over there. We see you guys at the Sterling Hill Mine with Steve from Ghost Hunters on Saturday. If not, we'll do a wrap up on Sunday to talk about the event, and I'm sure Chris will be back by then. All right. Have a good night, guys. See you soon.